Yeah. Okay. Back up.
We
That's
live.
good stuff.
We live.
We're live. Good to go. On the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes as well.
Another day. Another dollar. Not really. More quarantine.
I haven't been out in a couple days. It's been bad.
You know what I thought about doing? I thought about just taking a long drive to nowhere.
I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Have you?
So nothing's really open here. So like if there's nothing I could really go to, but I've a couple times just got in the car and driven to places that I like would eat at and stuff, like nice 10-15 minute drive and just go in the parking lot and then come back.
I honestly don't blame you at all. I need to do something like that just to get out.
Listen to a podcast or something for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I love my car. So I like being in it. You know,
Same.
it's not a hassle. So like if I'm driving, it's a good feeling. I love driving. Like whenever I go anywhere with the wife, I'm driving.
Oh yeah. Well, that's for a different reason.
Well, I get what are you saying?
Come on.
So here's an odd thing. I get car sick in the passenger seat. Legitimately, it happened like
passenger seat, really.
It started happening like 7-8 years ago or whatever. And now if I'm not driving, I start to get legitimately car sick and nauseous. It's very strange, but it's real. Especially if I look at my phone, it's over.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, crazy. Oh,
that's not the reason that I.
No, I'm well aware of where you're going with this.
But what are you gonna do?
Oh man. Anyway, welcome to the Awesemo Morning Show. Dave Loughran, Ben Rasa, Josh Engleman. Yesterday we broke down some League of Legends. Ben hit us with some poker strategy. I named all 30 baseball stadiums in the blink of an eye. Josh impressed with his MVP picks, going all the way back to like 1907.
That's before basketball was created.
Thank you. But I heard it was created in Canada. I read this somewhere.
I don't even know if that's not true. I mean, I know that it's not true.
I read this somewhere.
Naismith's from, but
listen. I read this somewhere, and there's got to be like a 99% chance that I was duped. But
yeah, I'd go with that.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I think that's probably the most likely. But continue, please.
Well, when you hear the second part, you're gonna say, "Oh, you were definitely duped." And somebody said that hockey was created in Africa. So I just looked this up. Springfield, Massachusetts, 1891, by Canadian physical educator, instructor James Naismith or Naismith. Okay. That kind of counts, right?
No, but
but you could see where it would.
Yeah, you get a half a point.
Yeah.
He was Canadian. He wasn't in Canada, but
yeah.
Right, but he had recently immigrated 6 months prior.
Sure.
That's not true. But
what are we doing here, man?
There's no way that hockey had to have been invented in Canada, right? Like it's got to be.
Not the national sport though. National sport of Canada, you know what it is?
Curling.
What's that? Curling?
Lacrosse.
Is it really?
Yep.
Would have been a lot cooler if it were curling.
I would have. Well, dude, their Olympic curling team is filthy. Like, I don't know if their Olympic curling team is really, really good. And they always make us look really bad. But I don't know. We don't have to worry about it this year. Actually, no. This was Summer Olympics. Yeah. I like the Winter Olympics more. But
I don't want to say everybody should, but everybody should.
Everybody should what?
The Winter Olympics is just better. Like,
well, okay. Yeah, it is. Hockey, curling. I'm not big on the
speed skating. Amazing.
Oh, you're in on that?
Speed skating? Yeah.
What about the is it the triathlon? What's the one where they have to shoot, they have to ski? I'm not big on that one. It's boring. Yeah.
The one where Norway just wins every year. Norway is unstoppable at skiing and then just shooting stuff.
Are they?
Yeah. Norway's amazing. Norway is like the Winter Olympic dynasty too. People
Is
don't
that
know
right?
that.
Huh.
They dominate in like the medal count and stuff.
Well, that's what, 2 years from now then? Maybe 3 years from no, maybe they'll go back to back since they're pushing the summers back. Maybe they'll go 21, 22 with summer winter.
Not an Olympics guy.
Really?
Where is the next one?
Winter Olympics? It would be 2021, right? Or 2022.
Is it back in Beijing? I feel like it's in
It is
Beijing.
yeah,
Beijing, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Surprised it's not in LA.
You know, well, that'll be maybe later in the show. You know the Olympic host cities?
Not anymore.
I can
tell you Atlanta.
I can assure you that there may be some objection to Beijing hosting the 2022.
I didn't even think about that. That could be
just a thought, you know, like I don't know, but you know, that doesn't seem great. Anyway,
where are the 2024 Summer Olympics?
Has that been decided?
Yeah, they decided
Paris.
Way out.
Paris.
They already decided one in the US coming up.
2028 is LA.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, Ben, you should think about this. When you play, because I started getting back into a little online poker. I was never serious about it, but it's fun. And I have to just be very careful that, you know, the nice thing is like on Poker Stars, it has a timer of how long you've been in the game, right? Not at the table, but
no, I know what you're saying.
Unlike casinos, your session time, yeah. So like you can look up and get a grasp on, you know, whether or not you've been there too long, because it's very easy to lose track of time.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, Josh knows with Red Dead, you could go for 12 hours and think it was 3.
Yeah. That's because you're truly living a different life.
I know. It's so true.
I mean, I was John Marston for a hot minute too.
Oh, that's sad that you wouldn't go with Arthur and you went with John Marston.
Because I really committed once the game was over, I spent about a day just touching every corner of the map as John Marston. Like, okay, am I gonna be am I gonna be okay with this? Like, can I have a life of just going hunting and fishing and stuff? And then I realized I didn't want to be him anymore.
People.
Yeah, then I realized I didn't want to be him anymore.
Yeah. By the way, though, that was everybody told me not to play the epilogue.
Yeah.
So I didn't, and then I came back to it 3 weeks later because I wanted something to do, and it was the best decision of my life going back to that. Like, could not have been better. But anyway. I was wondering, Ben, for someone like yourself that I know you said you weren't a professional poker player, you were a serious poker player.
Yeah, it was product of the times. I was just really young. Like I wasn't serious about anything to that extent.
Got you. So it'd be hard to classify it as anything but a poker player. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's what I did full time. I wasn't disciplined enough because I didn't think I needed to be. Got you. It should have been.
How much different is your approach playing like at an actual table or playing online?
Oh, for me, it's drastically different. Live.
Because I was playing online and like I said, it's been a while since I've done it. Is wildly different to the point where it's like I had to regroup it's so much different than real life, man.
Absolutely. It's not even close how much better I am online than live.
Why is that?
Well, I think it's more binary in your decision making. It's more just based on, you know, you can't see the person, first of all. So it's a lot easier to just have an extreme killer instinct and just go purely off the numbers. B, it's more about betting patterns, things of that nature. You can multi-table, of course, so you can churn a lot faster. It's just a different game. And I know people who transition when you go from online to live. To me, it's a pretty tough transition just because the pace of play is so incredibly slow. If you go from playing 8 tables to playing 1, it's really a drastic change.
You like it better, right? Like way better?
Online?
Yeah, way better.
Oh, yeah, it's not even close. I'm not a big live poker player. Like if I'm at a casino, I'll sit. But that is not something I'm also, as I mentioned yesterday, cash is certainly not my strength. And I think cash games certainly are more profitable live. Whereas online, you can play giant MTTs, you can play a ton of hyper sit and goes, regular sit and goes. You have a multitude of games. So that's one of the many differences.
Josh, I think there's something to be said for like watching these like professional poker games, like World Series of Poker, whichever ones they are. And you see these people that are so clearly came up playing online poker and not they're the most antisocial humans in the world.
Yeah.
There's one thing I get it. Like, you're smarter than me, the poker players, not you. We can have that discussion later. Sure. I'm willing to cede that one as well. But you see these guys and they've got headphones on and like they don't take their headphones off the whole time. They just sit there at the table listening to music. And I get it. It's your approach.
They've got to be so bored.
There's something, yeah. And there's something about that would be my issue playing. I don't know if it would kill me. I've always been decent enough at hiding emotions. And I don't even know how much you guys like how much tells are important to you. Some people say it's like not much.
I mean, if you're playing in your home game.
Well, yeah, of course. But like when you go down and sit down at a table, and I was nothing but I just like to play for fun. We watched, like, there's no way I could go to these games and not say a word the whole time. To me, that's insanity.
I mean, that sounds like the greatest day ever to me, but that's neither here nor there.
Really?
Yeah, it's the idea of being at a table and not speaking to anyone is like exactly how I would want it to be.
Really? See, not me. Like I'm a social person. I get some people like that. I don't know, Ben, maybe you would like that, but the hands move, everything moves so much slower than online. Like you play one hand by the time you'd play probably 15 on online poker or like 10. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah. I come at it from, I've played an insane amount of, a ton of hours in online poker. I've played my fair share of live poker, but I was never where I would work and go to a casino and sit day after day after day. That was not something I never did. And to tell you the truth, I really had no desire to do that. Like
it doesn't sound fun.
It's really, to me, not that appealing. And again, I'm not grinding cash games. So for me, it was always online poker. It's just a different environment, a different set of skills. Of course, there's a ton of overlap, but that's something that we've talked about a lot. And actually, who I do the betting show with each and every week, will be back eventually. Jordan Frank, real good poker player. He's put some things together that we want to actually get out there. Some beginner things, some a little more advanced, and we may put some content around that in the near future.
Yeah, we got a lot of sports betting stuff coming out too. A lot of it. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We got derailed. Everything got derailed. But yeah, we got a lot of good stuff for that. We also have the League of Legends package. If you haven't checked it out, I know a lot of people have, and I know people right now, in the room, in the super chat, have or already, they currently have the projections and the ownership, the League of Legends package, and it served them particularly well. And that was honestly the reason that I said, you know what, let me get in on this, because here's a great one. Yesterday, it was kind of tough. It was a 2 a.m. lock. That's difficult for some people because they want to be able to watch it. But I mean, money's money, right? This one gets started in 2 hours. League of Legends playoff special, $10,000 to first. There's a $5,000 to first as well. And considerable prize pools everywhere. And it's really the one sport right now where you can wager real money and win real money. FanDuel's got $5,000, $1K up top, LOL Nexus. So I'm in. Ben, this is the first time I'm going to I didn't do it yesterday. This is the first time I'm going in and I'm going to try League of Legends. And I'm probably going to hit Alex up, Awesemo, and say, what do I do?
That's
without
right.
Trying to annoy him.
And I'm with you. I'm going to try to get into it as well. We've seen the results from a lot of people, even in Slack right now. A lot of people saying, listen, not my thing. read the primer, did some things with the projections, and some good things are happening. So I'm not saying it's a plug and play because it never is, but it's good that we have that. And there it is. A couple super chats. We appreciate Wade Force, Dave Hanna, a couple G's playing League of Legends. That's what we're talking about.
Appreciate that, Dave.
Yeah, we really do. And it's great to hear the success. I mean, I don't want to say it's found money, but this is unforeseen things. Most of the people I think playing League of Legends wouldn't have been because the prize pools wouldn't be where they are. And that is a silver lining in a tough time.
WS asks a great question, Josh. He says, oh, and by the way, if you wanted to, awesemo.com, awesemo.com/join, or the esports tab, you click on anything there, the projections, and it'll prompt you to sign up and check out our League of Legends package. But people have done really well with it. So we'll see you over there. Fortunately, being a part of Awesemo, I get to look at that stuff without doing that. But join the premium Slack chat too. If you're actually not a premium subscriber yet, hop on in. Any questions you have, I know Alex and the guys have been more than willing to answer any questions you've got. Wade Force and David, thanks for the super chats, boys. But yeah, Josh, WS says, great question. Do you guys think the World Series will or could be in a blizzard this year? They can't do that. Can't do it, right? No way.
No.
Like
they'd be more likely to play it at a neutral site in nice weather.
But I don't even know if you could do that because
it's easier to do at a baseball stadium because they're less likely to be used for other things.
Right. Well, I just meant the weather leading up to it could be so much worse. I guess if you started in June, let's just assume June, July, August, September, October, November. No, it's going to be in December.
Look, here's the deal. Of all the teams, baseball has no need to play 162 games for their regular season. None, zilch, nada.
Now,
other than money.
That's probably the best point on this that you could make.
Yeah. Like it's just
play 82 games.
Yeah. They don't need a full season.
You know what the problem is though? And always WS says thanks for interacting. Dude, that of course, that's what the chat's there for. We love interacting with chat. It makes everything that much better. I think and Andrew, just go to awesemo.com. You'll see the package there and how much it is. But if they did 82 games, that's one thing. You'd still have to do like 3 game or 4 game sets though, because the amount of traveling you'd have to do in 1 or 2 game series would be absurd.
Maybe
would it?
It would.
Why would that be any different than going from city to city for an NBA game?
Because you don't play
way different,
like 14 days in a row.
Right. NBA has more travel than any other professional sport.
Oh, so we're packing it in to just say like 100 games in, 110 days.
I'm saying if you were to do 100 games in 100 and however many days, you couldn't say, all right, well, because there's less games, we should have shorter series.
Sure. I'm with you.
You'd need all the series to be the same because then your travel time would be unreal.
Agreed.
Because they get way less days off. Go ahead, Ben.
Agreed.
I'm not a baseball guy. I bet it occasionally. I'll watch some, but so this may be wildly unfeasible. Is it possible that they just have built-in double headers in like each series?
Yeah.
It's a great question.
And
no reason not to.
And you could have like a lot of you could play like, 30 games in 25 days.
And then you know what you might see? You might end up seeing the teams with the best benches end up going to the playoffs because of how often they need to get guys some rest. That could be the case for sure. Or who has the best back end of the bullpen. Depth might actually be the reason for that. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I would hope we get started by then. I don't know if we will.
I don't care if baseball ever comes back.
Yeah, you and me both, but
no.
I mean, I'm not a baseball guy. I'm more concerned about college football.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the big college football and the NFL are the two that are the biggest ones for sure. Andrew Scarcella or Scarcella. Sorry, Andrew. You know who I'm not talking about. He's asking if we're going to do a playoff simulation, and if so, will there be a bracket style contest for that? Josh, I think we have an answer for him.
Yes, we will. Immediately following what we're doing now, the classic teams, we're going right into an NBA playoffs sim. So we're going to do a few play-in games. The East is locked. The 8 playoff teams in the East shouldn't get removed. There's a huge gap between 8, 9. So the East is in. The West, we're going to do a 6-team play-in. The Grizzlies are going to get a bye, and the Pelicans are going to get a bye. So the Grizzlies are in because they're the team that's in. They get that bye. Yeah. We rank the other 5 teams based on their plus minus for the season. So just, cumulative net rating. That's how we seeded it. One team's going to come out of that and get probably destroyed by the Lakers. But either way, we're going to do the full NBA playoffs, just not like 7-game series type stuff.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that, of course. It's exciting because we talked about this a little last night during the sim. We're not going to have error. We're not going to have the discussion of like, well, this team is 30 years old. Everyone is this year. So will it still translate to big blowouts? Will it translate to big upsets? I don't know. And that's what I really want to find out.
The most 2 recent games have been shocking to me. And as they end, it's not like, I guess I shouldn't say shocking, but to some extent disappointing. Not because they're not still fun to watch. Like yesterday's one, we were sweating that total up until there was 30 seconds left in the game, and that was a huge difference maker. But I mean, now the Lakers get smoked by that Cavs team. The Warriors beat the piss out of the 11-12 Thunder. And now you're looking at no team that's older than 2004 left in the bracket, which just speaks volumes to, I don't even want to say the talent, but we know the talent's the same, but just to the way that if you've watched these sims from the beginning, you have your finger on the pulse. You understand how these things work and where the advantage probably lies. Because now you've got the 15-16 Warriors, the 4-5 Spurs, the 15-16 Cavs, and either the 12-13 Heat or the 10-11 Bulls. Teams that were in it and are out of it, older teams, 95 Bulls. 04 Suns, I guess it doesn't count. 88 Pistons, 85 Celtics, 93 Rockets, 2000 Lakers, 94 Knicks, 2000 Sixers, 86 Lakers, and then you know what? I'll throw in this one as well. Who was the other old team that we had in it that got absolutely smoked? I thought we had one more.
Did you say the Knicks?
Yeah, the Knicks. Yo, I said the Knicks. All right, yeah.
I mean,
it was a play-in game, I thought.
The Jazz got crushed.
The Jazz got crushed.
The Sonics lost to the Sixers. There was a good amount of teams that just really
took it on the chin.
Yeah, and I thought we had another older team that lost, but it's unimportant.
The Pistons. Bad boy Pistons. Okay, yeah, don't listen to me. I'm all over the map.
I was thinking playing it. Either way, they're all older. They're all newer teams, other than the 4-5 Spurs, but their style of play is conducive to going up against some of these other teams. But this is what I wanted to ask you guys. Now, this is the first time the Suns play a team that is more recent than 2004. How does that affect them?
It's going to be
going to
I think now everything is going to be like tight. I'd be surprised if we see another blowout to the degree of what we saw last night.
So it's funny. I see the teams as evenly matched, but the way that they're constructed, they have so much firepower. If you turn the ball over or you go cold shooting, you can get blown out. And it's not to say that one of the teams is so much better. It's just the product of how good the skill set is on both sides. Like if either side really comes in sloppy, I think they get their doors blown off.
That I agree with.
Oh, yeah. But I think this is something Ben's been pointing out. That is something that we've had to deal with for a while now, that if a team gets cold, another team just annihilates them. And that Thunder game was alarming. How poorly the Thunder shot.
Crazy.
The Warriors shot, I don't know. It's insane. And the Cavs yesterday couldn't miss. So it's been strange to see this. And by the way, it's not like we can do anything to to limit these blowouts. There's no reason that some of these games should be decided by that much. And we even do test sims where we just have it on to sync everything up and see if everything's working. It seems like at halftime they're always tied or 1-point games.
Shows the variance. It's not what it seems always in a one game, and that's what makes it fun. So we'll see how it plays out. Wade Force, another super chat. We appreciate that. Are you guys into metal such as Corner or Metallica? I can't say I am. I like Enter Sandman for Virginia Tech. That's all I got.
That's a great entrance.
Yeah, the best.
I like the 2 or 3 songs that Korn had that got really popular in like 1999.
Yeah, Korn was
like Got the Life.
Okay.
Freak on a Leash. I was in for the stuff that became poppy.
They revolutionized that type of music at the time. There's no question about it. Like they were, when that happened, they were something way different than people had seen. And then I don't know. Metallica is great. Them and Pantera, it's not my style of music per se, but I respect it a ton. And the music video for One is one of the most disturbing videos you'll ever see in your life.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
No clue.
No. One music video.
I'm not a big music. It's funny, Luffy, you were asking me before, like I don't really listen to music. The only time I do is when I'm playing poker.
Really?
Yep.
So if you're at a table, are you like the zipped up hoodie with the drawstrings pulled tight guy?
I look exactly like I do now.
Okay.
Just disheveled. But no, I'm not like maybe I give some a couple EV points away here and there, but like I keep it pretty casual when I play live. Like,
okay.
I don't have time for that.
Fair enough. Morning, Michael Davis. Glad to have you with us, man. So, all right. I'm under the assumption tonight that by the end of it, we're going to have the Heat. We're going to have the Spurs. We're going to have the Warriors. We're going to have the Cavs. And I'm still live for my finals matchup.
Same.
Are you?
Yeah.
Ben, you had the Lakers, right?
I did.
But not winning.
No, I have the Heat winning.
You have the Heat winning. So you're still live for the winner.
Yes.
Okay. And I think our Awesemo internal bracket actually has certain. Hold on. Okay, no one's perfect anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, was anyone?
I'm still perfect, but not in the bracket.
How many games have been played? So Jake the Steak and Jordan Klein have 11.
Yeah, 12. I think 12 is the max.
12 is the max. Okay.
Yeah, they're certainly not perfect. That much I know.
He had Bulls, Spurs. Okay, so he had the Bulls. He has the Bulls going to game 13. So
that's something.
Okay, that's interesting. And then the Warriors winning it. Jordan Klein has the Heat winning it. Our boy 1-800 Eddie. See, Eddie, you know that Eddie's been watching these streams because he's been doing all the numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
So he knew exactly what he was doing going into this.
Yep.
There's no doubt. No doubt.
No doubt about it.
Although he has the 2000 Lakers to win it all. So that's not happening, but he does have 10. Jake Hari, Joey have 10. I have 9. Josh has 9. Hold on, let me scroll.
Oh wow. You had to throw in the scroll. Let me flip to the third page to see where Ben is. Great.
No, I'll find it. Kieran McGold has 2.
Yeah, our esteemed
I think
colleague.
there's more to that name, just FYI.
It just says Kieran McGold dash. So wait, no, Ben, I can't find you on here.
It's a shame. It's a damn shame.
He's the only one that's not marked as ineligible. You got to search for him manually.
Oh, I literally searched ineligible, so that'll do it.
Why am I not marked as well? It doesn't really matter because I made myself ineligible with my picks. So it doesn't. I take care of that for us.
It's a true story, though.
I need to bring on a guest to tell me how to play this Counter-Strike game. I wanted to play yesterday, but I had no idea what I was looking at.
Well, you can check out our our boss man was having a kind of like a happy hour Counter-Strike show yesterday. So if people aren't aware that that's going on, check that out when it is going live. Pretty casual, but he was playing. You certainly could soak up some knowledge. And that's one of the things that is running in the afternoon. I saw it yesterday.
Yes. I couldn't do it. I had some things planned around the house, getting some work done around
Turning
here.
videotapes.
I know.
What?
Nothing. I'm kidding.
But
if you want some more work to do, Lofty, I got a ton of holes in the wall that need patching.
Yeah, I'll be right over. Justine's actually downstairs painting right now. You know,
like the house or like a bowl of fruit.
No, her nails.
Huh.
She's painting. Yeah, she's painting a room in the foyer. The foyer.
Mm.
Yeah.
We have a Discord. We got a Slack chat. We'd love to have you as part of it. Hop on in, Wade.
We don't have it. We have a Discord.
No, Slack isn't it the same thing?
Also, yes, but it's secret.
So we need to talk. Number one, we have the League of Legends page up there. We have the Counter-Strike up there. We have Rocket League DFS projections as well. Yeah. So any esports you're trying to get in on, check it out at awesemo.com. And I believe, all of the League of Legends strategy pieces from the primer to the League of Legends Leagues Explained, which I read yesterday, and the fundamentals, all of that is entirely free. Anyway, we got to talk about the push-up challenge. We got to do it.
Not much to say, is there?
Yeah, there's a lot to say. And then I want to talk about another one that's been proposed. And I don't know, Ben and I probably butt heads on this one, but John Bales, 2,400 push-ups in 12 hours. Give the man credit. Ben, there are a lot of people that were complaining about his form, that it wasn't the same as the one in the video. I get it. If you're on the under, if you're betting the under, obviously you're disappointed by that. And I think some of those concerns that were levied were reasonable. But afterwards, he said he could have done an extra couple hundred. He still had an hour to go.
It seemed like he could have.
It seemed like he could have. And the thing is, everyone said he was wearing down. He definitely began to seem a little tired in between. But upon doing the push-ups, his form, his pace never really cracked. And I think the strategy that he deployed was the best way to do it. 4 or 5 push-ups every minute, take a break, come back, do it again, and then crank out the last 20 or 25 for your final 20 or 25 push-ups.
I bet it was miserable.
Oh, God, yeah. But for him, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he made a pretty penny off it, so it's a good day's work.
That's a hard day's work, man.
Yeah, but
what did you think, Ben?
I thought that from someone that really, I guess I'm in the minority because everyone in that chat is a push-up expert. I certainly am no push-up expert, but they looked good to me. They really did. That's really all I could say. I thought there were a couple times where it was like, man, he's hurting, but at the same time, it's hard to really tell. And it seemed like he has a rare combination of, obviously he's very physically fit, but he also knows how to get the most out of it. And that's a skill set that not everyone has. So when you combine a great plan with that, you get those type of results. And it was pretty impressive to say.
Yeah, I know how to get the most out of it. I'm just not physically fit. So neither of them are helpful.
You're telling me.
I definitely thought looking at how he went about it, it was the only way to be successful. I don't think there was another strategy that would have worked. And I think this was the one that made the most sense. But you said something. Chat, I'll tell you what, our YouTube chat is like the greatest thing ever compared to what was happening in that chat room. It was insufferable. And if you were in there, I'm likely not talking about you. But the amount of people that knew how to do a perfect push-up and had something to say about every single thing. And then don't get me started on some of the other stuff that was going on in there. Boy, it was something.
Yeah, I would have been doling out points left and right. Just a lot of just nonsense. I'm glad our chat is not like that. Just a testament to you guys, but it was It's funny. So I don't do, not to jump around, I don't do like New Year's resolutions. I find that kind of stupid. But one thing that I actually have tried to do in 2020 is I've told myself, no matter what it is, if there's a person that is like great at their field, try to learn about it. So things that I have no interest in, like art or, a really good speaker or a lawyer or anything. If they're great at their profession, try to study how they do it. And yesterday was kind of like that. Just seeing someone get the most out of something like that. It will never be applicable to me, but just studying it is something I've really tried to do in 2020 in all different fields.
I like that. Yeah, absolutely. So there's another one out there too. You know of Chris Randone because he's an Awesemo.com contributor. And the question was posed, could he eat 240 bagel bites in 12 hours? Josh, I was a snap no immediately, and I've begun to come around to it a little bit. To the
10 plus pounds of food. It's a lot of food.
So there's a guy on Twitter, or I'm sorry, on YouTube, professional eater. Okay, he's a professional eater, which is very important fact here.
Also, he ate fantastic job you got there.
He ate 120 in 6 minutes, in just under 7 minutes. He ate 120 of them.
Sure.
Do you take anything from that though? Honestly,
say that again.
You take anything from that?
No.
Like
yes, I do. This is what I take from it. Unlike Bales, who if he practiced would have been wasting like every single day. Randone, if he actually wanted to do this, could actually practice, because you can train your body to be able to handle these type of challenges. I think that is.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're telling me that he gets 6 months to eat giant bags of lettuce to stretch his stomach out, then yeah, I think all of us can do it. If you told me that it had to happen tomorrow, I think it fails miserably.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it happens tomorrow, sure. But if he gets time to practice it, I would take the over in an instant.
Yeah, well, so would I. Speaking as a person that has eaten bulk pizza products for other people's entertainment, yeah, I can get there as well. I've done 45 in a sitting and felt like I wanted somebody to shoot me.
What, bagel bites?
Yeah.
That is way too many bagel
Costco
bites.
sells 45 packs, so 5 packs of 9. 9 is the traditional, supermarket size. So I ate a Costco-sized box of them when I first moved to North Carolina.
This guy ate 63 pizza rolls, Matt Stoney, in 1 minute.
Yeah, again, those guys, they're not applicable. They do things that are not humanly possible.
Yes, that's the only difference is that you can practice for that type of stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
And part of this is a speed thing, right? Like it's not like push-ups where you could take like a 10-minute break and then come back and eat like 10 more. You're going to feel like garbage for 2-3 hours at a time.
Yeah, you'd have to do like 3 sittings. You'd have to go 1 to start it off, right? If we're talking about strategy here, you've got 12 hours to do it, right? Yeah. So you'd have to do 1 to start it off, wait 4 hours. Actually,
you might want to do like 3 1-hour shifts.
I was thinking that if you did that, it would be
80 at a time.
Say that again?
80 at a time.
Yeah, it's crazy. 3 1-hour shifts. If you did to start it and then you waited like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Right. And then you just did the final hour. I don't think it's impossible. But if he just went into it today, yeah, he wouldn't have a chance. I also, you know what my question would be? This is a huge one. Are you allowed to take laxatives?
Doesn't matter. That's not how food works.
Well, you got to blow everything out.
Sure, but like, you're not blowing out the bagel bites at any point in time during that.
No, but I'd want to make sure, like, I'd want to cleanse everything.
Oh, I would be going to get like a colonic before it, the whole 9.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
10 plus pounds of food in 12 hours is so much food.
It's never going to happen. So
no,
that's my prediction. I don't think this one gets off the ground.
You don't even think it gets off the ground?
No.
Does it ever?
All right. Well, we all need to start tweeting Randone and telling him to do
I hope it does. I'd love to see it. We did some yesterday. I think stuff like that is great. I'm all for competitions like that.
So am I. Speaking of, we've talked about doing some trivia, and on Monday we'll have more details on this to really get things moving, because it was a lot of fun yesterday, and chat gets involved as well. So, Ben, I figured you could use an opportunity to redeem yourself.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You took a bit of a hit yesterday.
Just a touch, flesh wound.
Give me a subject that you think you know inside and out. And to most people, this question would be, they wouldn't really know, but I know you, and you've got an answer. You've got to have an answer.
Yeah, I mean, so if I was, I always think about it like this. If I was on Jeopardy and I could see any category pop up, what would it be?
Sports.
It would be either world capitals, countries of Africa, or in the sports world, like,
I mean, anything in the sports world. Anytime I watch Jeopardy, these mopes can't get anything right.
So that's the other thing. You realize how easy relative the questions are in each category to an extent when it's your category.
Like no matter what the sport is, you're a stone cold lock to be better than just about everybody.
College mascots, that's another good one.
Wait, in what? Jeopardy?
Yeah. When sports come up in Jeopardy, these people bagel it like no other. Like Joel, Mr. Duo 180.
Oh God, yeah, the process. But you know what else was weird? Like, you're on Jeopardy and people didn't know who Adam Schiff was, and there was a picture of his face.
Who?
Yeah, that's surprising.
What?
Who wouldn't know who that is? But
oh yeah, I know Josh wouldn't know who that is. But Ben, to somebody on Jeopardy, that should be the most obvious answer ever, with his face plastered on the screen.
You know, I can speak to both sides of it, and I can honestly give some firsthand knowledge. Like, I studied hard for a while there, and there were still like gigantic holes where if you were a poet and you saw me, you'd be like, this guy's a moron. He didn't even study, because I don't know. I can name like 2 poets even now.
Yeah. I just felt like if you had even rudimentary knowledge of politics, you'd know who he was.
I agree. That's more just by living. Like, I never studied Adam Schiff. I just have been
know him.
I know him because I just know him.
Right. Like, of course, you would know what Mitch McConnell or Nancy Pelosi looked like.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Josh says no.
It's tough. Like, there's a lot of categories out there that, it's just, there's a lot. Planets, astronomy, Greek mythology, Roman, like, there's so many little things.
How can you learn that?
Planet.
I consider myself to be of reasonable intelligence, but I do wonder what the way of trying to understand all of that is, because there's such an unlimited, there's an unlimited amount of information out there. Like, how do you know what to study for? How do you know, like, there's so much that it's incredible that you can have that type of, database upstairs to be able to handle all of that, but also know how to start.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, listen, I was never a studier in school or anything. I didn't take academics too seriously, but I have a pretty good memory. I just think of it on a practical level. Again, what categories, if I went on Jeopardy, would I least want to see? I took those and I studied them. And then I would do it again and try to limit the categories that I really fear. Because it's tough, though. Like, there's just so many things that I know I'm not immersed in at all. And some people that are would say, how does this guy not even know the basics of painting or poetry or architecture? Right. Like, I don't know about that stuff. I never have.
Let's give him a subject, Josh.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do a little dabbling.
I'm looking through some quizzes right now.
Freaking assault. That was in my dreams last night. Him and Justified. No respect.
Wow, people don't know who Adam Schiff is in the chat. I'm not getting political, obviously. I refuse to reveal where I lean.
Yeah, I think you just gave it away, bro.
How?
At all? How? I just said a person's name.
Yeah, you could tell by the tone.
Yeah, you tell him. No, I mean, I wasn't even on the political side. It's more just one of the things that you would study is just current events because that comes up on Jeopardy.
Right. For sure. I'm also fascinated by politics. Like I pay very close attention to politics. Very close attention. I think they're just fascinating. And a lot of people want to stay as far away from them as possible. I totally understand that as well. I can get why you would want nothing to do with politics. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
They're all slime, but you know.
Can you name the presidents, Laffy?
No, I can't. I don't know all of them though. Like off the top of my head, no.
Yeah.
Do I know who they all were? Yes, of course.
Yeah,
there'd probably be one at this point where I'd be like, that guy was a president.
And I know the history of all of Alabama's lieutenant governors.
Yeah, can't say that's in the old the Rolodex here.
Yeah, I don't. Like, why would I know that?
Yeah,
wow, I bid on that one, man. I thought that was your wheelhouse.
Would have fooled me.
Oh man. But
I'm still looking for a really good quiz for Ben.
All right, so Ben, give me. You could crush non-sports too, right? Like that might actually be your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean geography stuff. Like countries. Yeah, I could, or like European capitals. Well, I know them, so it makes it easier. Like it's stuff like that. You know, I just never really forgot it from when I was a kid. I don't know exactly why that is. It just stuck.
Okay, so I've asked you this before. Actually, I think chat will be amazed by your knowledge.
As you know, Luffy, like it's not I know it, but it's no mortal lock. None of this stuff is like, even.
No, but we did it on Sirius XM. Check it out on demand on this or on the Sirius XM app. Sirius 210 XM87 if you're listening live Saturday, Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time. Kay says, well, I wonder if Laffy knows more local or national politics. Yeah, more on the federal than the state and local, but I know what I need to know for my area. Anyway, Ben, it took us, I think, like 3 months to get you on one. And I think I got it. I don't remember what it was.
Palau.
What is the capital?
It's a long word. It's just like Sabagaba.
Something. Oh, you still don't know it. I thought you would have.
Yeah, I know what it looks like. I there's like a weird G in it. I think it's like Shamgat or something, but no, I don't know it still.
Okay.
Ooh, Masters winners. Could you do it?
Yeah, I mean, capital of Lithuania, Vilnius. Like capitals. That's the other thing. Like, Luffy, you know this. Masters winners, I'm sure I could name some, but if you told me like who won the Masters in 1990, I can't just
right. Oh, 100%.
If you say a country in Europe, I can just tell you the capital.
Snap answer on that.
Like basically in 1 second.
Like ask chat anything. Or I'm sorry, chat ask Ben anything from any country in the world. He'll answer it immediately without looking anywhere near his computer. This is a spot where I'd put you like Nicosia. Minus 500.
Yeah, capital of Cyprus, Nicosia.
Germany.
I mean, let's not get crazy.
I'll say it just in case they don't believe you.
Berlin.
Yeah.
Guatemala City. Ottawa. Third largest city in Ireland. I have literally no idea.
Yeah.
Or
Guyana.
Georgetown.
Really?
I think. Not positive, but yeah. Or it's either that or Paramaribo, but I'm pretty sure it's Georgetown.
Georgetown. You're right. Whenever I see that, Josh, I think of Guarma from Red Dead Redemption when you get stuck on that island.
Oh, God. I got scared that we weren't going to get off, and I was just going to end up being somebody's B word for a while.
Oh, man. Bill Withers just died.
Who is
that? Who that is? Lean on Me, Ain't No Sunshine. He had that amazing song. We played it at my wedding. The Lovely Day. Oh man, that is a shame.
From the coronavirus?
No,
I don't know.
No, heart complications.
Hopefully not. Yeesh, that's not good. Yeah, Super CD, capital of all countries is very difficult. I certainly can't do that. I could come very close, but probably couldn't do it.
You know this?
You trying to get us yanked out of YouTube?
That's a good call.
Yeah.
You should have told me minutes ago.
I appreciate that, Marishi.
Didn't know you were gonna play music.
Great song. Great song.
Just the two of us? I like the Will Smith version better, but I'll take it. Grandma's Hands is one of his hits. I don't want to know anything about Grandma's Hands.
No, but anyone
think about some of the things that your grandma's hands have done.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate that super chat, though. We want to keep people entertained. That's what we're here for. Capital of Madagascar, Antananarivo. Only country where there are lemurs, I want to say.
That can't be right.
They have one. It's either a lemur or a marmoset. They're the only country that has them.
No, it's for some reason because they jump around those
meerkats. It's one of those type of animals.
They jump around those crazy rock formations, and I know what you're talking about. I watched a documentary on it.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, thank you very much, the Maharishi.
Yeah, South Sudan. That's a good one. I think it's Joba though. Joba. Lemurs.
Is it lemurs?
North Macedonia, Skopje. Good people.
You're right. It is lemurs.
Yeah.
Very strange.
A lot of useless knowledge.
Well, that mouse lemur is kind of cute. Just found one on the Google.
The Google.
All right. So, Spencer, Josh will probably get to 100.
0?
Yeah, right.
I mean, I can name like the ones that everyone else would know, but that's not my genre.
It's not your bag.
By stars, what do you mean? That's the thing. Like, could I give you some of my personal favorites?
Oh.
Sure.
I don't know anyone's names. I don't watch like produced stuff.
Oh yeah, you've got your VR headset. Everything's changed.
Well, no, that's even before that. I'm more of an amateur guy.
Run the Basis says, if you had to guess, will we get sports back before 2021? Yes.
Yeah.
I do very much think so. I absolutely think so, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Figured like 2-3 months.
Yeah, Josh, what would your would it be music? Would it be like movies?
I don't. It's something in sports, probably.
Sports, yeah. Yeah, you two, you got to give me a chance to get some cash money here.
I need to play a game. It's got to be Jez Ball with an over/under on levels type stuff for me.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
I don't know what mine is.
Yeah, mine's definitely geography. Academy Award movies, that would be a tough one. I could hang. I mean that would be tough though. Oscar winners. I know them, but I don't.
I never cared about Oscar winners, quite frankly, because most of that's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't care about it. I studied that at one point though. And like I said, if I study something, I usually retain it.
I can't tell you how many movies have been nominated for high praise, huge awards, and then I watch them and I'm like, I don't know how this got nominated for anything. Not every time, but some of them just seem to be so out of touch with what most normal people are about. Yeah. And I think you see a lot of that with movies these days, but I don't know. And then Adam Sandler got no love for Uncut Gems. It wasn't a perfect movie, but this also wasn't a year for like top-notch movies across the board either.
Yeah, I just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, it's
so weird that Ben doesn't listen to any music.
No, only when I play poker.
What kind?
Nothing most people would, I don't even know what you classify it as. Just like
90s pop?
No, like standard weird music. Like
standard weird music. Sounds like an oxymoron.
Like I'll just name what I listen to the most, like Empire of the Sun.
Oh, dude, I love Empire of the Sun. Yeah. Love Empire of the Sun. Been listening to them for like forever. They're super weird, by the way.
I've seen them in concert.
Have you?
See, they're definitely my favorite band for sure.
They are a strange bunch, let me tell you.
Yeah. So like what would you classify that as?
Oh, that's okay.
What?
What would you classify that like type of music as?
It's like it's got to be some type of pop, but it's like I don't know. Most people would not like their music. Not that maybe not most people. A lot of people they're definitely not emo.
No. Like them, Phoenix, MGMT. So
we have exactly the same taste in music then, because I love all of those bands. That's funny. MGMT, huh?
Yeah, love them.
Huh. But the thing is, we both also like Army of the Pharaohs and Jedi Mind Tricks.
Love Army of the Pharaohs.
Entirely different music.
All maybe in my top 10 favorite songs ever.
Which one?
7 from Army of the Pharaohs.
Oh, seriously? Dude, 7 is the greatest song they have by far.
Yeah, that's a fact.
When he said the best line is, you didn't have to see the candles on the cake to see the 9 and then the year before your kid's 9th birthday came. Oh my God.
That's just fire music.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's the song 7 by Army of the Pharaohs. You got to check it out.
All about that.
It's so good.
Not sure I have the time.
Paz, Reef the Lost Motherfucking Cause.
Just a great, yeah, which is weird. Like if you hear that and then, so I'm a little all over the map, but not my area of expertise.
Yeah.
I feel you, Luffy, though. I read you.
That's funny, though. That's like the same. That's like if you went into my iTunes, that's exactly what you would find.
Yeah, we got to get Josh to do a quiz. They want you doing a quiz, Josh.
All right, Josh.
All right, give me a quiz.
Are you a rap guy, Josh? I feel like
Mortal Technique. They're great. He's great too.
Yeah, Mortal Technique is
Dance with the
whenever
devil.
whenever I ever tell anyone I like Army of the Pharaohs and Jedi Mind Tricks, the immediate question is, what about Immortal Technique?
Point of No Return. That's in my poker playlist for sure.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, you do one. Then I want to try to do this, even though I don't want to lose more money. I want to try to do countries in Africa blindfolded because it's almost impossible without a map. But I do think in my mind I might be able to still do it. I'm just trying to think how I would. But Josh, we got to get you a quiz.
Hey, I'm looking.
Top earning actors of all time, Alex Beckman says. I wouldn't know the answer to that, but that is a fun one, and it's actually one that I'd be interested in knowing.
That's really easy.
Go ahead, then. I would not.
No, you just got to think about all the movies that have commercial success. Mm-hmm. You don't have to know like obscure actors. You need to know the ones that like Michael Bay puts in movies.
Like Tom Cruise up there?
Yeah, Will Smith. I mean, like
Bradley,
they all have to be recent. Because people make $30 million a film, so
you'd have to like find a way to scale it to
Box Office Mojo
to their year.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just guys that have been making movies for the last 30 years and the most popular actors you've ever heard of.
Right.
Like it's way easier than it seems. I would imagine, unless they're adding in like weird ass people in different countries, but I don't even know how that would pay out.
All right, let's give the people what they want.
Yeah,
we need to do one for Josh here.
Find the quiz.
So let me ask you this: this is just a random question, Waffy. While you try to find a quiz, Josh, do you retain stuff that you've just done? Like, would you know the Triple Crown winners from the horses?
No.
See, that's what's like the answers you missed on the MVP yesterday.
Yeah, I'd probably still miss them today.
See, that's interesting.
Here's how I see it.
It's because I don't pay attention. Like, I don't. When anybody introduces themselves to me, I forget their name within 5 seconds. I'll remember what I want to remember, and if I don't want to remember it at that moment, it's gone.
If I'm driving somewhere, it can take me maybe a time or two to understand or remember how to get there. If I'm in the passenger seat, it'll take me 30 times to remember how to get there, because there's no incentive to me paying attention to it. And I feel like it's the same way when you were doing those quizzes. I didn't have any interest in soaking it up, but if I did, I probably would have gotten it.
Yeah.
What's your best subject, Josh? Like what?
I don't know. Just sports in general.
Sports in general. Okay. How about?
I'm gonna find something for you.
I mean, like, don't pick cricket or rugby or something, but.
How about croquet?
Yeah. Nope. Also not a sport.
That's a sport.
That's not a sport. It's like saying cornhole's a sport.
What about NBA 60-point games? That was brought up in chat.
No shot. Dude, the amount of people. No, there are some really obscure, stupid people that have done that.
True.
How many are there? Yeah, no way. No way. It goes back to 1949. No.
Oh no, that can't be done.
And like, it's not as if all of those guys are like legitimate people.
Wilt Chamberlain with 100 is crazy. I mean, it's like the most fraudulent 100 ever, but that's gonna rile people up.
What's gonna rile people
I
up?
said it was the most fraudulent 100 ever.
Yeah.
But
I can score 100 in a game against the middle school team too.
Right. He's the only one to have ever done it. But just saying.
Holy smokes!
Who is the first person to get a 60-point triple double in NBA history?
No idea.
James Harden in 2018.
Interesting.
Certainly is.
Huh. Man, there's some brutal stuff on here.
How many games above 70 does Wilt Chamberlain have?
1.
That's a pretty good guess. I was going to say 5, but that's a pure guess.
6.
Oh. That's a half a point.
100 points is not 100 points.
No.
Yeah. Not at all.
So, which current player has a 70-point game? Current NBA player. This is kind of easy.
Devin Booker?
Yep. Got it.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right, let's Josh, how many presidents do you think you could name?
I don't even know how many presidents there are.
Well, wait, really?
If you're asking me to tell you what number President Donald Trump is, I have no idea.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I know it's not like 600. I know it's probably like high 40s, late or somewhere in the 50s, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah, 45.
Okay. Yeah, no idea. I don't care.
No, and you don't need to, like...
I don't know. I bet I could get a lot of presidents. Out of dumb luck.
All right.
How many do you guys set the line?
What decade was Ben Franklin president?
What are we doing here, man?
Well, that's a barometer to see if you qualify.
Exactly. If we should even move forward.
I'll give you 6 misses. What do you think about that? 44 presidents.
I'll take the under heavy.
You think I don't get that many?
I don't think you get it.
I think you can do it. Just think.
6. Oh man. There's this like no man's land through the 1800s, late 1800s, where I'm just going to be in real trouble.
Yeah, it gets a little dicey. Or you could pass. You don't have
I'll
to.
Take a run at. If you give me 7, I'll take a shot at it.
I'll give you 6.5. 7. If you miss 7, you lose.
I'll try it because I don't care. That's fine.
I've been getting smoked.
Yeah, I don't. It's worth a shot.
I don't think you have.
Do you have a quiz? Should I go to Jetpunk or?
Yeah, they'll have it, I'm sure.
I don't know if you get 20.
20? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
if you don't get 20, that's disturbing.
All right, I got the screen share on now.
This will be the way we close out the show. We'll do.
So, Laffy, are you going to bet Ben as well in this?
Yes.
Because you seem to think that I'm going to fail miserably.
Well,
like,
yeah.
Do you guys want to set a line against each other?
I'm being hyperbolic. Like, I wouldn't give you only 20. Yeah, we can set one against each.
But yeah, like if you guys want action against each other as well, that's viable.
All right, Jazz. How many do you think he gets?
37. Which is right where I wanted to set it, basically.
All right, so
there's just a handful that I have a feeling he's going to miss.
I'll take under 36.5.
Okay. No, under 36.5?
You said you think he gets 37?
That's fine. Yeah, done. Booked.
We ready?
Cool.
Yeah.
How much? 50? 100?
100.
Okay.
Let's just think. That's my only advice to you. Think about the presidents and then name them, because that's what the whole quiz is about.
What the fuck else was I going to do here, man?
Well, we don't know. It's debatable.
1897 to 1901. I'll give you that. I'll just give you one.
I'm good. I got this. We ready?
Billy Stromboli.
I can't right now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm in.
Wow, chat coming in. 20.
Chad is just pounding the
27, 24, 30, 35. Wow, Andrew's got 35. Justin Wilson says Franklin was never president.
That's true.
I know, man. I know.
See, this is good. I feel even better because he's going somewhat in order.
Yeah, but that'll start to fade. But it's honestly better than I thought. I didn't think he knew who Ronald Reagan was.
The actor? I've hit a wall now.
That's good.
Carter and Nixon.
I gotta minimize YouTube chat just in case.
You got George Washington. That's good. Harry Polanco is one I'll give you.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's right. Don't be hurting my my horse here.
Because that's not an actual president.
This is so hard.
Yeah, you got a nice 60-year stretch where good. Yeah, that's it. Get the ones that count for 2. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Trying to picture like money and shit.
Money and shit. That's good.
You found the guy that got stuck in the bathtub.
How did I get Taft?
Yeah, I know.
Because he famously got stuck in a bathtub.
He was quite overweight.
These days we call that morbidly obese.
Oh my God.
He weighed 697 pounds towards the end of his presidency.
And Ben Raza moves to 0-5 in the challenge.
Oh God.
How many is he at?
Think about assassinations.
You can't be giving stuff away. What are you doing?
That doesn't help me at all. I already got JFK, and that's the only one I know. Oh.
What do you got? 23. Okay. Yeah, this is very bad.
Yeah, butter him up. He's toast.
I'm going to have to take it into my own hands. I'm booking my own quizzes from now on.
Now I'm just typing in names.
Benjamin Harrison. I'm equally surprised that you got that.
I only got William Henry Harrison. Benjamin Harrison
accident.
came along for the ride.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's always tough. Like if you try to do it in order, those are the ones that I can struggle with for sure.
Did I get Hamilton already? Is that not a president?
Not a president. He was in a duel. That's all I know about.
That's the Aaron
him.
Burr guy?
Yeah.
Wyatt Earp.
But you just watched The Wire. You just watched it, you told me.
Yeah.
Don't you remember the scene where Hamilton ain't no president?
No.
Okay. Well,
I remember what I want to remember.
my goodness. You just go to sleep at night with the Men in Black tool, apparently.
I kind of do. That's what happens when I hit the vape pen, man.
Apparently so.
All the memories from the day before go away.
Chat, this is what I have to deal with. You see?
I feel like this is the easiest win ever. I would have taken.
Hey, I got half, man. Shut up.
I would have taken under 30, Ben.
I got everything. I got the most recent run for the most part.
This is a situation where I was just too close to it because I
agree. Yeah, because you know them so well, you expect everyone else to.
The amount that I'm just gonna give up now because it doesn't matter.
I don't think you did that. I don't think you did that poorly. Like
there's gonna be a lot here that I missed that I'm going to really hate myself for.
Yeah.
There are a couple very obscure presidents that you'd be like, oh wait, I don't remember him.
Taylor, Tyler, Polk, Fillmore, Franklin Pierce. I don't know who that is. That's not a president to me. I don't remember Martin Van Buren being a president. Madison Monroe bothers me a lot.
Don't you watch Seinfeld? MVB?
Ford is an interesting one because everyone knows Lyndon B. Johnson, Kennedy, Eisenhower, especially because there were some crazy times happening around a lot of those guys. And then Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Nixon. Ford's just kind of in there. And that was the one did you get Ford?
Yeah,
I guess you did.
I did.
But you came in late on Ford.
Yeah. Missing Truman is bad. I'm not all that mad with any of them that I missed. Outside of Madison and Monroe.
I really thought Ulysses S. Grant would be one that you got because he has a rich and storied history in this country.
Rutherford B. Hayes, that's not a real person.
Yeah, that's where I had a feeling there could be some issues.
Madison and Monroe. John Tyler is one that I don't really know anything about. Nothing.
That's how I feel about Franklin Pierce, man.
You just got to know the numbers. Like you need markers.
Yeah. Herbert Hoover.
I'm not mad about my performance, especially given the way that I am not at peak mental capability right now. Been drinking a lot. Like I'm not at my best.
You could have done a lot worse, I think.
Yeah.
You could have done a lot worse.
Missing Truman is an actual regret. The rest of them I'm not all that mad about.
No, I think you could have done worse.
Sure.
Ben says nope.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say all the states. We'll do that another time. But anyway,
if you do the states, I'm leaving. You should be able.
I can again. That one doesn't count. We learned a song in elementary school, and I can sing it in alphabetical order.
If you guys haven't done so, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe, hit the notification bell as well. I know it can be an arduous task, but it does help us a lot.
Yes,
and we appreciate you for that. Also, we just jumped like another 100 subscribers yesterday, so that's awesome. Props to everyone and for doing that. But really, you're benefiting no one but yourself because now you know when content. Don't look at it as a favor to us. Look at it as a treat to yourself, especially when real DFS comes back. You'll have it all locked up. Check out that League of Legends content.
Yeah.
Awesemo, Alex Baker, #1 ranked DFS player in the world, has been cranking out great content and has the projections, ownership, top stacks. It's insane to me, but it's great. And I'm getting in. Finally, I'm jumping into this.
I'm going to have to too.
We got to, man. This. 10K to first ain't bad, right? So I'm making it happen. I'm only going to put a couple on. Oh, it's filled. I'll go to the 5K to first.
The NBA playoff sim is going to start right after we complete this bracket. So stay tuned. We'll have plenty of information on that. I'm going to spend the afternoon training up Josh so we can hustle Lofty on Monday. on some of these quizzes.
Yeah, that works. I'm going to spend some time understanding the history of the country that I live in.
See, like this is where we differ. And unless you'll disagree, like if you did the quiz again, you wouldn't get 100%, would you?
Right now? No, not even close.
Yeah. See, like that, I don't understand.
I'd pretty much add Truman and that's about it. And I'd probably miss one that I got.
Wait, you don't understand how he wouldn't get 100%?
Like if I see something, I will retain it. Like
no.
It's not like I can just look at like 200 answers and retain it, but like I'll remember it for the most part.
So like I saw it, I just don't care to retain it. So I've already
it's not a knock on you. I
cleared the recycling bin already.
Mm-hmm.
It's already gone.
I think you have malware. You should get that checked out.
I have the coronavirus.
All right. I just threw 2 lineups in, and now I'm going to do some research, and I'm going to make it happen. And I'm going to report back and let you know how it went. Ben, jump in one of those. Josh, hop in one of those, and let's see how it goes. What's the worst that can happen? I haven't even been playing any DFS because, like,
what were you going to play, man?
Yeah.
League of Legends. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, do it.
Best of luck.
We got that. There's some ponies running today. We got a little Oaklawn Golf Stream. We'll dabble. So if you're in our premium Slack, stop by, say hi, and make sure to check out the League of Legends. It is running, and a lot of people having a lot of success with it right now.
I think, FanDuel now has fantasy horse race.
They do. Which is, again, it's something. You want to take a shot. It's a free roll. There's no downside. And horse racing is a lot of the same skills. It's all about honing, the DFS skills. They translate to all these things, in my opinion.
We need you to do a live stream tutorial on horse racing.
Yeah, we can get into that one day for sure.
I have a lot to learn as well. Figure it out. Josh, anything else?
Nope.
Ben, anything else?
No, just if anyone ever asks you, Josh, who Franklin Pierce is, just tell him he's a president. Remember that.
I already forgot that he was a president.
No, we'll be back tonight, 7:30. We got the Bulls. We got the Heat. We have an article posted. I wrote it this morning. It's up. We're ready to go.
Beautiful.
Daily challenge. A lot of good things here, even in tough times. We hope everyone's staying safe out there, and we appreciate it.
And the daily challenge is up. Brackets in full swing, giving away more signed memorabilia, some great stuff tonight. One of them specifically being a Chris Bosh autograph, all of that obviously authenticated. And over on FanDuel, you've got it again, the NBA2k simulation. Jump in on that. We'll see you over there, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. That is your home right here for the NBA 2K simulation experience. See you tonight.